You want to build muscle, you want to get stronger, but you don't have a gym membership. Maybe it's too expensive. Maybe you don't have time to drive there and back. Maybe the thought of working out in front of other people terrifies you, so you do nothing. You tell yourself you'll start when you can afford it. You tell yourself you'll start when you have more time. Meanwhile, months pass, years pass, and you're still exactly where you started. Let me fix that. Here's the truth that the fitness industry doesn't want you to hear. You don't need a gym to build muscle. You don't need barbells. You don't need dumbbells. You don't need machines. You don't need any of it. Your body doesn't know the difference between a dumbbell and your own body weight. It only knows tension, and tension can be created anywhere, right now, with nothing but you. The body weight myth. I'm not talking about doing 100 crunches and calling it a day. I'm talking about real body weight training. Progressive, challenging, hard body weight training. The kind that makes your muscles shake and your heart pound. The kind that builds real strength and size. Most people think bodyweight exercises are easy. That's because they've only tried the beginner versions. The real versions will humble you faster than any barbell ever could. Let me prove it. How many clean, full-range, slow push-ups can you do? Not the ones where you drop your hips and bounce. Real push-ups, chest to floor, arms fully extended at the top, core braced. If you can do 20 with perfect form, you're doing well. But what about archer push-ups? What about one-arm push-ups? What about ring push-ups where you have to stabilize every rep? Those are advanced, those are hard, and those will build muscle. The same goes for pull-ups. How many can you do? 5? 10? Most people can't do one. So you work up to it. You do negatives, you use bands, you do assisted variations, and when you finally get your first clean pull-up, you've built more back and arm strength than someone who spends months on the lat pull-down machine. Then you progress to weighted pull-ups, muscle-ups, one-arm pull-ups. The possibilities are endless. The equipment you actually need. Here's the bare minimum. You need a pull-up bar. That's about $20 on Amazon. You need floor space. That's free. If you want to get fancy, buy a set of gymnastics rings. That's about $30. With rings, you can do push-ups, rows, dips, pull-ups, and 100 other exercises that challenge your stability and build muscle like nothing else. You can hang them from a tree, a playground, or your pull-up bar. Total cost, about $50. Want even more? Get a resistance band or two. They're cheap and they add progressive resistance to exercises like pull-ups and push-ups. That's it. No expensive machines, no monthly memberships, no waiting for a bench. Just you, gravity, and some basic tools. Fix number 1, apply progressive overload. This is the most important principle in all of strength training. You need to make your workouts harder over time. In the gym, you add weight. In bodyweight training, you change the exercise. Push-ups become archer push-ups, become one-arm push-ups. Squats become pistol squats. Pull-ups become weighted pull-ups. Dips become ring dips. You can also make exercises harder by slowing down the tempo. Take 5 seconds to lower yourself in a push-up. Pause at the bottom for 2 seconds. Explode up. That one change turns a push-up into a muscle-building powerhouse. You can add pauses at the hardest part of the movement. You can add isometric holds. You can add more reps. There are dozens of ways to progress. Use them. Here's the rule. Every week, try to make your workout slightly harder than last week. One more rep, a slightly harder variation, a slower tempo. If you're doing the same workout 6 months from now, you've wasted 6 months. Fix number 2, train each muscle group twice a week. The same rules apply to bodyweight training as to gym training. You need frequency, you need volume, you need intensity. Train your full body 3 times a week, or do an upper/lower split 4 times a week. Whatever fits your schedule. Just make sure you're hitting every major muscle group at least twice a week. Chest, back, shoulders, legs, core. Don't skip anything. If you're doing a full body workout, pick 1 push exercise, 1 pull exercise, 1 squat variation, 1 hinge variation, and 1 core exercise. Do 3 sets of each. That's 15 sets. Done in 45 minutes. If you can't do pull-ups yet, do inverted rows or band-assisted pull-ups. If you can't do pistol squats, do Bulgarian split squats or regular squats with a slow tempo. There's always a variation that works for your level. Fix number 3. Train close to failure. This is where most bodyweight trainers go wrong. They stop when it gets uncomfortable, but muscle growth happens in the last few reps, the ones where you're grinding and shaking. Every set, especially your last set of each exercise, should be taken to within 1 to 2 reps of failure. On your last set, go to actual failure. You shouldn't be able to do another rep with good form. If you're doing push-ups and you stop at 15, even though you could do 20, those last 5 reps are where the growth happens. You're cheating yourself out of results. Push harder. Grind through the burn. That's where the magic lives. Fix number 4. Eat like you're in the gym. Muscle growth doesn't happen in the workout. It happens in the kitchen and in bed. If you're training hard but eating like a bird, you won't grow. You need a calorie surplus, not a massive one. 200 to 300 calories above maintenance. That's about an extra meal or a large protein shake. And you need protein. 1.6 to 2.2 grams per kilogram of body weight every day. Track your food for a week. You'll probably realize you're eating less than you think. Most people underestimate by 30 to 40%. Eat more, eat smart. Your muscles need fuel to repair and grow. Fix number 5. Sleep like your gains depend on it. They do. Growth hormone spikes during deep sleep. Testosterone production peaks during REM sleep. If you're sleeping 6 hours a night, you're leaving gains on the table. 7.5 minimum. 8 is better. 9 is even better if you're training hard. No screens 30 minutes before bed. Cool room. Dark room. Quiet room. This is non-negotiable. Fix number 6. Don't neglect legs. This is the biggest mistake in bodyweight training. People think push-ups and pull-ups are enough. They're not. Your legs are half your body. Train them. Squats, lunges, pistol squats, Bulgarian split squats, Nordic curls, glute bridges, calf raises. There are hundreds of bodyweight leg exercises. They're hard. That's the point. If regular squats are too easy, do pistol squats. If pistol squats are too hard, do assisted pistol squats holding a chair. If you need more resistance, wear a backpack filled with books or water jugs. You can make any exercise harder with a little creativity. Your new home workout. Do this 3 times a week. Rest at least 1 day between sessions. Warm-up: 5 minutes of jumping jacks, arm circles, leg swings, and cat-cow stretches. Exercise 1. Push-ups. 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps. Use a harder variation if you can do 12 easily. Archer push-ups, diamond push-ups, decline push-ups, or band-resisted push-ups. Exercise 2. Pull-ups or inverted rows. 3 sets of 6 to 10 reps. If you can't do pull-ups, do negatives or use a band. Exercise 3. Squats or pistol squats. 3 sets of 10 to 15 reps. Add a backpack with books if you need more resistance. Exercise 4. Rows or ring rows. 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps. Keep your back flat and pull your chest to the bar or rings. Exercise 5. Core. Planks, hollow holds, leg raises, or bird dogs. 3 sets of max hold or 15 reps. Finisher. Dips between 2 chairs or on a bench. 3 sets to failure. Rest 2 minutes between sets. Take every set close to failure. Record your reps. Try to improve every week. The 12-week test. Do this program for 12 weeks. No gym, no excuses, just you, a pull-up bar, and some space on the floor. Take before pictures. Take after pictures. Measure your arms, chest, and legs. I promise you will see changes. You'll look more muscular. You'll feel stronger. You'll move better. And you'll have spent almost nothing. No membership fees, no commute, no awkward eye contact with strangers while you're sweating. Then you can decide if you want to join a gym, not because you need to, because you want to. Big difference. Your body doesn't care where you train. It only cares about tension, tension, and more tension. Give it that. The results will follow. Now stop making excuses. Go build muscle.